Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about the applications of solubility product and the common ion effect. Yesterday we have also discussed about the first application, that is this solubility product and the common ion effect help us in calculation of solubility of sparingly soluble salt. It will help us in calculation of solubility of sparingly soluble salt. Second application is that it will help us in predicting the ionic or the precipitation reaction, whether in a given reaction, a given ionic reaction, PPT will formed or not. So it can be explained as, if the ionic product of any reaction becomes equal to the value of this solubility product, in that case the resulting solution is said to be saturated. If these two terms are equal, the solution is said to be saturated. It means to this solution now no more solute can be dissolved. If these two values are equal, in that case the solution is said to be saturated. Therefore, now if the value of this ionic product increases or exceed the value of this KSP, if the value of this ionic product exceed the value of KSP, in that case the solution will shows formation of PPT. Clear? So if the ionic product means the concentration of the respective ions produced in the solution, if this value exceed the or is greater than the KSP, solubility product of sparingly soluble salt, in that case the excess of ions produced will combine together, resulting in formation of the precipitate. Hence we can also calculate the or predict the salt, whether the salt will precipitate or not, when the two solutions of known concentration of the ions are mixed together. Clear? Third application is, this help us in calculation or help us in explaining the salting out of soap or the precipitation of soluble salt. How the soluble salt undergo formation of PPT, or how soap will salt out or formed out. So in this case, when the given saturated solution of a salt is in equilibrium with its ion, the concentration of any one of ion is increased by adding suitable electrolyte having common ion with respect to the given salt. So as a result, the concentration of common ion increases, therefore indicating that the value of this ionic product increases. So these common ions now suppresses the degree of dissociation and will combine together, resulting in formation of saturated solution. So the excess of the salt will precipitate out from the solution, and it can be explained by using the terms KSP and QSP. KSP is called as solubility product and this QSP is called as the ionic product. This ionic product is written as QSP. So first example is, this application is helpful in purification of common salt. As we know, the common salt consists of large number of soluble as well as insoluble impurities because it is obtained naturally by the process of evaporation. So when this NaCl aqueous is taken, it will dissociate to produce Na positive aqueous and Cl negative aqueous. The one more point here is that the solution of this NaCl taken will be saturated. We have to prepare a saturated solution of this NaCl. Now by filtration we can remove the insoluble impurities present in it, but now the solution still consists of soluble impurities, so the remaining salt is said to be saturated. So when electrolytes such as HCl, when this HCl gas is passed through the aqueous solution of water, it will produce respective H positive aqueous and Cl negative aqueous. Now the solution consists of common ions. When HCl gas is passed, this will act as an electrolyte having common ion with the given salt. So due to common ion effect, now concentration of this Cl negative ions increases. Therefore, when concentration of the ions increases, in that case the value of ionic product also exceed the product of KSP. Therefore, this increase in concentration of Cl negative indicate that value of QSP becomes greater as compared to KSP. In this way, we can obtain pure solid NaCl. How? Because when concentration of these ions increases, by common ion effect, the equilibrium will shift in backward direction. The equilibrium will shift in backward direction. In backward direction, when equilibrium is shift, the degree of dissociation or simply the dissociation of the salt will be suppressed, or this common ions will stop the dissociation of salt. In this way, the salt pure solid NaCl will separate out as precipitate out. Clear? The second application is it will also help in salting out of soap. It will also help us in salting out of soap. We know that soaps are sodium salt of fatty acid. Sodium salt of fatty acid, this compound is named as soap. Now, this will dissociate to produce respective ions of the fatty acid of the given carboxylate ion, aqueous state plus Na positive aqueous. When suitable electrolyte such as NaCl is added to it, now what is the role of NaCl? This NaCl will help us in salting out of soap. It will help us in precipitation of the soap. This NaCl further dissociate to produce Na positive aqueous and Cl negative aqueous. Again, the concentration of this common ion increases. As a result, again the value of QSP becomes greater than KSP. Therefore, by common ion effect, again the equilibrium will shift in backward direction. Clear? Again, the equilibrium will shift in backward direction. Hence, it will help us in precipitation out of the soap. In this way, salt will precipitate out. Clear? Next application is it will also help us in the qualitative analysis. This common ion effect and the value of KSP, it will also help us in the qualitative analysis. What is qualitative analysis? This technique is used to find out or to separate the various basic radicals present in different groups on the basis of the solubility product principle and also on the basis of common ion effect. On the basis of KSP, a precipitate is formed when ionic product is greater as compared to the solubility product, and on the basis of common ion effect, if to a solution of weak electrolyte, a strong electrolyte having common ion is added, ionization of weak electrolyte is further suppressed. So these 2 points or these 2 basic points help us in identification of different kinds of basic radicals, whether the radical belongs to group number 2nd, group number 3rd, 4th or group number 5th radical. Clear? So for second group radical, we will pass H2S gas to the solution of these cations present in dilute HCl. When we perform the test for basic radical, first of all we will prepare the original solution and add dilute HCl to that for the first group radical. If no PPT will take place in the given solution, we will pass H2S gas through it. Clear? Now we will pass H2S gas through it. This H2S being a weak electrolyte ionizes to small extent to produce H positive and S2 negative ions, whereas this HCl being a strong electrolyte ionizes almost completely in the solution. Now again the common ion effect takes place. As a result, the concentration of H positive ions increases, or we can say that again it will shift the equilibrium in backward direction. Therefore, dissociation of this H2S will stop or decrease sufficiently, and the concentration of the sulfide ions in the solution also becomes very small because equilibrium has now moved in backward direction. So the concentration of the sulfide ions also becomes very small. But with this low concentration, the ionic product of cations of second group and the sulfide ions exceed the Ksp value. This S2 negative as well as the cations of the second group, their solubility, that is Qsp, exceed as compared to the value of solubility product of the respecting of the given or the corresponding sulfide. So these two ions now combines together, resulting in formation of PPT, which will act as solid residue, or insoluble sulfide, resulting in formation of PPT, and these PPT will belongs to the given unknown insoluble sulfide. In this way, we can identify whether the given compound consists of cation of group second, third, fourth or fifth. In third group, the common ion produced will be ammonium ions. Again, suppresses the degree of dissociation of ammonium hydroxide, resulting in formation of precipitate of the insoluble hydroxide. In fourth group, again the precipitate formed will be of insoluble sulfide, and in fifth group the precipitate formed will belongs to insoluble carbonate. And last application is this common ion effect and the Ksp also help in the fractional precipitation. It is a technique of separating two or more ions from the solution by adding stable reactant which precipitate first ion and then other ion. Last topic is buffer solution. The last topic of this unit is buffer solution and buffer action. What is buffer solution? Now, before starting it, I am explaining some basic point here. Suppose we have prepared a solution of fixed pH. We have prepared a solution having fixed pH and this solution is stored. हमने एक solution prepare किया है, उसकी pH fix, उसको हमने store कर दिया. Now the preservation of the solution is very difficult, because if the solution comes in contact with air, then this solution undergo absorption of carbon dioxide of the air and form which will act as an acidic anhydride, Clear? Now we have prepared a solution having fixed pH and we have stored the solution. The preservation of the solution is now more difficult. In which type of container we will have to preserve it? Suppose the solution comes in contact with air, it will absorb CO2, which is an acidic anhydride from the air. By addition of this CO2 or by absorption of this CO2 from the air, the resulting solution becomes more acidic. It means the pH undergo change. Therefore, the solution becomes more acidic. Hence, the solution cannot be stored in such type of container. Second case, if the solution is stored in a glass bottle made up of glass or glass container. Suppose we have stored the given solution in a glass bottle. As we know, the glass is alkaline in nature. The glass is alkaline, having impurities present in the glass, and these alkaline impurities undergo dissolved in the solution. जो हमने prepare किया solution, these alkaline impurities of the glass mixes with the solution and again making the solution alkaline. Therefore, again here the pH undergo change. pH doesn't remains the same. So, to prevent or to make a solution in which pH doesn't change by addition of acid or a base, we need a solution. That solution is called as buffer solution. Therefore, a buffer solution may be defined as solution which can resist pH change in the values when small amount of acid or small amount of bases are added to it. It means this pH change practically remains constant. The values of pH change remains practically constant when small amount of acid or bases are added to the given solution. Such type of solutions are called as buffer solution and are of two types. First is called as solution of single substance and second is called as solution of mixture. Buffer solutions are of two type. First is the solution of single substance and second is the solution of mixture. The solution of single substance, it is formed by combination of salt of weak acid and weak base. Example is ammonium acetate. Example is ammonium acetate. The weak base is ammonium hydroxide and weak acid is acetic acid. It will act as a buffer solution of single substance. Next is solution of mixture. It is of two type. First is called as acidic buffer and second is called as basic buffer. Now first, acidic buffer. It is a solution of mixture of weak acid plus salt of weak acid with strong base. Clear? It is a salt or solution of weak acid with salt of weak acid and weak acid plus salt of weak acid and strong base. Suppose weak acid we have taken is acetic acid and salt of weak acid means acetate salt and strong base suppose we have taken NaOH, then it becomes sodium acetate. This mixture will act as buffer mixture, acidic buffer. Clear? Second example is salt of formic acid or methanoic acid with sodium formate. It will again act as acidic buffer. In case of basic buffer, we will take a mixture of weak base. We will take weak base plus salt of weak base and strong acid. Salt of weak base and strong acid. Suppose weak base taken here is ammonium hydroxide. When mixed with salt of weak base ammonium and strong acid is HCl. And second is salt of ammonium nitrate. In this case ammonium hydroxide is a weak base and nitric acid is a strong acid. It will act as solution of mixture, also called as buffer solution. Now what is buffer action? Buffer action is the property of a solution to resist the pH change. What is buffer action? Buffer action is the property of this buffer solution which can resist or to resist the pH change when we add small amount of acid or small amount of base to the given buffer solution. This is called as buffer action. And how this buffer action is performed? Suppose we have taken ammonium acetate. Suppose we have taken this buffer solution ammonium acetate. This is a salt. It will dissociate to produce acetate ions and the ammonium ions in the aqueous solution. This dissociation takes place in aqueous solution. Now if this solution there is excess of acetate ion as well as ammonium ion, when we few drops of HCl is added, suppose we have added few drops of HCl to this buffer solution. Now what will happen when few drops of acid is added? In that case the hydronium ion of the acid combines with this weak acid. Clear? The hydronium ion given by the acid combines with the acetate ions to form weakly ionized acetic acid. This H3O positive, it is obtained from HCl plus H2. Now this H positive or the hydronium ion of the acid combines with this weakly ionized acetate ions to form CH3COOH plus H2. Now this acid obtained is weak acid. This acid obtained is weak acid. Now the hydronium ion concentration of the solution does not change practically, hence pH of the solution almost remains constant. Similarly, when few drops of base such as ammonium hydroxide are added or NaOH, suppose we have added few drops of NaOH, now it will also dissociate to produce Na positive and OH negative. It produces Na positive and OH negative, and these OH negative now combines with this ammonium ions resulting in formation of weakly ionizable base, that is NH4 OH. Again, the concentration of OH ions and the concentration of hydronium ion, both are going to change the solution, but the pH remains same. When we add small amount of acid or small amount of base, the pH of the solution remains constant. Such type of solution is called as buffer solution, and this action is called as buffer action. Next is buffer action of acidic buffer and buffer action of basic buffer. Do yourself. Last is buffer capacity or the buffer index. What is buffer capacity? The total number of ions, total moles of acid, this is called as buffer capacity. It is defined as total number of an acid or base added to 1 liter of a buffer. जो भी हमारे पास गिवन बफर है उसमें हमने एसिड या बेस से कितने मोल्स को ऐड किया है, दैट इज़ n. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ एसिड और बेस एडेड टू 1 liter of buffer divided by the change in pH. This is called as buffer capacity. So buffer capacity of a buffer is maximum when concentration of weak acid and its salt and weak basic and its salts are equal. When pH of weak acid, that is pK value, and pH of weak base, that is pKb, when they are equal, in that case the buffer capacity of a buffer solution is maximum. Clear? Last is the importance of buffer solution. First is this buffer solution is important in biological process. It is important in biological process, very important. As we know, the pH of our blood remains constant approximately at about 7.4. Instead of it, we are consuming various acid or base producing reactions going in our body. Clear? The pH of our blood remains 7.4. Instead, we are intaking various types of food or various types of chemical reactions, including different kinds of acid or bases. Even though the pH of blood doesn't remains pH of the blood remains same, it doesn't undergo any change. So in the absence of buffer nature, we could not eat variety of spicy food containing different acid और bases. अगर हमारे ब्लड का pH 7.4 मेंटेन ना हो, अगर ये बफर सॉल्यूशन एक्ट ना करे, तो उस केस में हम कुछ भी सब्सटेंस एसिडिक या बेसिक कंज्यूम नहीं कर पाएंगे. क्लियर है? वी couldn't eat the variety of foods and spices. So the buffer action of blood is due to presence of carbonic acid H2CO3, bicarbonate ion HCO3 negative, and CO2 present in the blood. So the buffer action of blood is maintained with the help of carbonic acid, bicarbonate ions, and carbon dioxide gas. Second is the industrial process. The uses of buffer also important in industrial process, such as electroplating, in manufacturing of dyes, in preservation of food articles, etc. It will also helpful in analytical chemistry to remove the acid radicals such as phosphate, oxalate, etc., which will precipitate out as a radical of group number 3rd during the basic radical analysis. Clear? In bacteriological research, it is also important. The buffer solution also plays important role. Last is in swimming pools. The pH of water in the swimming pool has to be controlled properly, as otherwise it may be harmful for our skin. It needs to maintain between 7.0 to 7.6. This pH should be maintained in the water of swimming pool. And how this pH is maintained? This pH between 7.2 to 7.6 will be maintained by adding 80 to 120 parts per million ppm of sodium carbonate to it, because it is non-toxic and its own pH is nearly 7.0, and the bicarbonate is a single species that combines with excess of H negative and OH negative ions. Hence it will also act as a buffering agent. How? This HCO3 negative combines with H positive to produce H2CO3, and this HCO3 negative combines with OH negative to produce water and CO2. Clear? The water pH of the swimming pool should be maintained between 7.0 to 7.6, otherwise it is harmful for our skin. Therefore, it is maintained in this range by adding 80 to 120 parts per million of sodium carbonate, because this compound is non-toxic and its own pH is nearly 7.0, and the bicarbonate ions in a single species can combine with excess of H positive or excess of OH negative ions. This excess of H positive ions are produced by acid, and this OH negative produced by base. Therefore, it will act as a buffer solution. It can resist pH change of acid as well as base, producing carbonic acid, which is a weaker acid, and water plus carbonate ion. This is CO3, 2 negative ions. In this way, the buffer action is performed in different kind of solution. Now your chapter 7 is complete. Revise this complete chapter for test on Friday.